What's good? What's good? It's your boy Cell. First of all, I want to start the video by saying all men shouldn't fear women and women shouldn't fear men. But this is actually for a friend of mine. I don't know if you're a friend of mine or you're a phony friend of mine. I don't know. But I'm going to find out pretty soon after I approach him. We're going to have this conversation. But this is to that friend. I want to ask you, why is it that when your girlfriend calls you, you tell me to shh when we in the car, or you tell me, oh, don't say no, because I don't want her to think that, we hanging out. Is it that your homegirl don't want you to know that we hanging out together? Or is it that you fear or you scared of losing her? I want you to, come up correct like a man. Stop being scared of your female. And one thing I'm going to tell you, good message I'm going to tell you, brother. Listen to your moms, because your mom's always right, bro. Moms always see things in girls, bro. That's all I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to leave that message, leave it at that. But one thing I want to know, ladies, what you think? Supposedly this friend of mine, every time his girlfriend calls him, he decides to, to tell me, to be quiet, or he'll walk away. The other day we was at the mall. His girlfriend called him. And my man walked away the opposite way. And I'm looking at him like, damn, does she put that much fear in this nigga's heart? Like, be a fucking man. So what if you have to end up by yourself? You end up by yourself. Because some ladies in today's world are actually bugging out. But one thing I'm going to do that Cell always does is approach people and confront people. So get ready when I see your girl out there. We're going to have this conversation, me and her. And it's going to be in a respectable way. But we definitely going to have that conversation so I can look in her eyes and see what's the real deal. Since you're not a man to tell me face to face. But when we see each other, we definitely going to have that conversation, my brother. So you call me my brother. You know what I'm saying? You saying I'm your brother. So we definitely going to have that conversation. But I just want to know, what's the fear, brother? What's the fear? You shouldn't let no woman put no fear in your heart. If it's not, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. You got to learn how to let go. I had a girl for 19 years. She decided to act up and, wanted to go her way. Hey, see you later. After all the good things I've done for her. Hey, if you got to go, you got to go. But I bet you learn from your mistake, girl. I know that. But that's a different topic. But, I'm talking about my man now. He decides that every time his girl calls him, he decides to act scared. And then he'll walk away, or he'll be like, don't say no. So she won't think that, that we together, that I'm hanging out. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're a grown-ass man in your 50s, and you acting like this? Like a child? Like, my man, first time I tell you, man, check your priorities too, man. Because he tell me your kids don't want to know nothing about you. You should reach out to your kids and talk to them, man. When you're in your 50s, you don't have to worry about fashion or how you look. It's all about your kids, B. Once you have kids, dress and fly and all that shit should be out the window, brother. It's okay, you could dress cool and everything, but you got to take care of your kids. Make sure you take care of your kids, bro. Because if your kids don't love you, then you don't love yourself, man. And if you don't love your kids, you don't love yourself or your moms, man. Make sure you pay more attention to your moms. Because once they gone, or better yet, when they start feeling sick and you're not there for them, it's going to hurt you, brother. Trust and believe it's going to hurt you. So appreciate your moms every second that you got, every minute that you got. If I was you, I'll even move closer. But hey, if you don't want to take it from me, you take it from the man up above, baby. And that's the one that tells me everything to tell my peoples and to help them out. That's the one that gives me advice to tell people. Like I always said, I always do God's work. So no matter what you do, what you say about me behind my back, or chat with that other person and talk about behind my back, it's all good, bro. Because at the end of the day, I respect that man, and he's the one that tells me to give people advice. So I know you also once with another person, you decide to talk bad behind my back, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? Because the day that dude talks stuff behind my back, you didn't even check him. You should have been checked him. Because if somebody would have done that to you, I would have definitely checked him. And you know who I'm talking to. I'm not going to say no names. When you see this video, you're going to know who I'm talking to. But we definitely going to have that conversation man to man, brother. And one thing, when I see your wifey too as well, we definitely going to have a conversation. So make sure when you see her, let her know that we're gonna have this conversation, because I definitely want to have a conversation with her, and I want to know what's the issue. That she doesn't want me to hang out with you? Because if that's the case, then make it clear, my brother. You can let it be known. You know, it's okay, bro. Chuck could be by himself all the time, bro. Ain't no problem with that. But one thing about me, I grow no matter what. Friends or no friends, B. And I'm not dissing all my friends out there, because I got good friends that look out for me. But the ones that are closest to me are the ones that are shitting on me. And I noticed that. But like I said, if a friend's going to act up and, you know what I'm saying, don't want to be around me, or want to say, oh, yo, don't say nothing because, you know, I don't want my girl to be thinking of me hanging out, then don't hang out with me, point, period, and blank, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't a grown man and you ain't got this right here, then, hey, I don't need to be rolling with you, B. You know? After all that things I've done for you and you done for me, we should have been there together. And when that person talked about me, you should have been checked them right there at the door. And when I see you didn't do that, that only told me that you talk a lot behind my back. But we definitely want to have that conversation as grown men. I promise you that. I promise you that on my father's grave, bro. That he's no longer here with us. We definitely want to have that conversation. Because at this point, brother, I'm not even happy with you no more, bro. I used to think you was my brother, man. And now I know that you ain't really my brother if you talk like that, bro. But the only way you're going to be my brother again if you do right by me. And that's the only way. But we definitely want to have that conversation as grown men, bro. And I promise you that on my father's grave, which I never promised that on nobody. But we definitely want to have that conversation. But to the ladies, I want you to let me know. If you have a friend, right? Or let's say in my situation, I have a friend that when his girlfriend calls him, he tells me, oh, yo, shh, don't say no. Or, yo, or chill, don't, you know, be quiet, because I don't want her to think that we hanging out. So what is he trying to tell me with that? So that means him and his wife, they had a conversation about me. And she probably told him not to hang out with me. Am I correct, ladies? Let me know. Leave a comment on the chat. SELT. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to the channel so that you guys can get more alerts, you know. And let me know what you think about what he said. But, you know, it kind of irked me, because I'm like, wow, like, yo, it got to this point, bro. Like, what did I do to her, or what did I do to you? You know? But that goes to show you that friends just have you for benefits and when they need you, you know? They forget all the nice things you did for them, but when you need help or anything, ain't nobody calls you, yo, you all right, so you going through this, you going through that? There's a couple of things I've been going through, you know, family issues, but I'm not going to put it on here. But I don't ask nobody for a dime, you know? Everything I do, I've been hustling for myself, man, you know? Ever since 2015, I've been grinding, and thanks to God, I've never been missing a dime, bro, you know? From that, I did my hair sales, you know what I'm saying, Washington Heights gear, and I put on my website, working by myself, you know, because I had partners, but, you know, they branched up to other things. But, hey, that's okay. Everybody could branch up to different things. But, you know, just because people be working, they think they all that, or they think they're better than you. And that's not the case, my brother. Because as soon as you get one thing like that, God can snatch it all back, B. So just remember that and be nice to people, man. You know? But ladies, I just want you to tell me, man. With that friend acting like that, you think his female told him not to say nothing to me or not to hang out with me? Because, man, I'm like, yo, why would he act like that? Like, every time she calls, he's like, yo, shh, don't say no. We in the car together. And the other day we was in the mall. He decided to walk away and talk to her. And he tells me, oh, yo, you know, I didn't want her to think that we hanging out. So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, man, because I noticed, too, he be lying to his girl, talking about, oh, yeah, I'm at work when he gets out early. Oh, yeah, I'm at work. And he be in another spot. And, you know, then he be hanging out with me. And I'm like, wow, but it's got to this point, like, yo, you're in your 50s, my guy. You shouldn't be lying. You 50 plus. You shouldn't be lying, bro. You know? If it causes you to break up with that person, then break up with them, man. Why you going to be with a person and then you got to lie to them all the time? Yo, my guy, you can't. One thing I'm going to tell you, bro. You can't force a wife to be a wife. Things like that come naturally. You know? You can't force that issue, brother. If it don't happen, it don't happen. But one thing I'm going to tell you, B. You better take advice from your moms. That's what I'm going to tell you. Take advice from your moms. Because if you don't take it, you're going to see yourself hurt in the long run. That's all I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to leave it at that. And my boy, I wish the best for you, man. I'm going to pray for you, man. But hey, We definitely gonna have to have a conversation as a grown man. We're gonna have to definitely have that